Hey, good morning, Arizona. Meteorologist April Warnicki here, live in our AZ Family Garden, getting ready to go live on Good Morning Arizona with an updated forecast. Some exciting things to share with you. Sorry, they are blasting the music in my ear here. I'm trying to talk and think and listen all at the same time. I have to keep my earpiece in case the producer has something to tell me, like a time cue or that we're getting ready to come out of this commercial break and straight to our weather forecast. But what is this, the Rolling Stones? You think, Bob, can you hear the music? You can't hear that. Bob can't hear it. It's just me. And the voice is in my head. Good morning, everyone. All right, some exciting updates for you when it comes to our forecast. First, it's still going to be hot tomorrow. It's still a first alert weather day, and we still have an excessive heat warning in effect for your Thursday. But Friday has been dropped from that excessive heat warning. It's one day now. And now, make no mistake, it's going to be hot. 30 seconds away. Thanks. It's going to be hot the next couple of days, but that 115 mark, that's more likely to be hit tomorrow. And then temperatures come down a bit Friday into Saturday and Sunday. Now, the reason why is because monsoon moisture is moving in. And whenever we get that more humid, more moist air mass, it makes it harder for temperatures to warm up. And so that's what's going to happen, is that temperatures are going to come down a little bit. Let's talk about storm chances. Okay, here we go. We're going on TV. Good Wednesday morning, Arizona. We are live in the garden where it is still officially not too bad. Now, check us a couple of days from now because it is about to get warmer out here and more humid. We like to say, but it's a dry heat, and it is until monsoon season ramps up, and that's exactly what we're headed for. Let's dive into your first alert forecast. We've got clear skies out there. That's a live look from our Chase Field weather bug camera downtown. Current temperature in the valley is in the 80s right now. We're at 85 degrees. Winds are out of the east-southeast at 10 miles per hour. We've got a 46-degree dew point and 26% relative humidity. That dew point's going to keep climbing the next couple of days. We should see that dew point in the 50s and 60s probably by late Thursday into early Friday. We still have an excessive heat warning in effect for tomorrow. Friday's been dropped from this warning, but for tomorrow, we're talking about the deserts of the state being especially hot for this time of year. We're heading into late June, and we're going to be approaching 115 tomorrow. There's a look at our satellite and radar. Really quiet across Arizona this morning, and it'll stay quiet for today. But after that, Thursday, Friday into Saturday, we're going to see high pressure shift closer to us, opening the door for that monsoon moisture to come into the state from the southeast. There's also a tropical disturbance moving on shore in Texas, northern Mexico. That's going to push our way and give us a little monsoon boost as well. And so storm chances start up tomorrow and continue through at least the weekend. Flagstaff, 80 your high today, 88 for Payson and 88 for Prescott, 87 today for Show Low and 97 your high in Globe. 105 in Casa Grande and 106 for the Valley today. For tomorrow, we're going to take you to 114 degrees. Let's talk about those storm chances Friday, Saturday, Sunday, really even tomorrow. It's about a 10 to 20% chance, so it's not a huge chance for valley storms. The better chance is going to be in those higher elevations to our north and to our east and in the northern and eastern portions of our state. But a slight chance exists starting tomorrow, mainly for blowing dust with a slight chance for an isolated storm or two. And again, that's going to be our daily storm pattern here all the way through early next week. Temperatures come down a bit over the weekend. 111 is still hot. It's going to feel pretty hot too with that added humidity. And then we climb again next week back toward 115. So buckle up. We're headed into this last week of June and early July with a little kickstart to the monsoon. Thanks, Bob. All right. All right, so yeah, we are looking at rain chances starting to increase over the next couple of days around here. They're not huge for the valley, as you heard me say there on Good Morning Arizona, but it's the first sign of the monsoon that we have had so far this season. The season officially started last week, June 15th. That was Saturday, so we're only a couple of days in. And by the way, tomorrow is also the start of summer officially with the summer solstice. It's felt like summer here in Arizona, though, for weeks, but it's going to feel like the monsoon. All right, let me see who's on here this morning. Manny says, good morning. Have you ever visited Mount Lemmon? I did. I went to Mount Lemmon a couple of times during my time in Tucson at the U of A. Gilbert Tani says, good morning. Happy Wednesday. Bakbak says, watching from the Philippines and escaping the heat. That's awesome. We've got Chris Charlie who says, good morning, April and Bob. Bob says hello. Good way to start the day. Flyboy AJ says, yay monsoon, boo 115. Yeah, exactly. It always takes kind of that big ridge of high pressure setting up that kind of burst of heat that we get every year right before the monsoon storms start to move in. So that's kind of what we're looking at the next couple of days. Love to Teach AZ says, you're a great multitasker. Thanks. I'm trying this morning. Silver Helmet 1 says, pray for rain in Ruidoso. Yeah, those fires in New Mexico are pretty terrible. We've got several fires burning there. I think the last check was 1,400 structures burned. Not sure if all of those are homes. We've got at least one person who has passed away in these fires. And I've read some reports this morning that some of the homes that burned belong to some of the hotshots who are fighting the fires. So certainly we're praying for everyone who lives in those areas and everyone fighting those fires as well. And yeah, we do pray for, and they're going to get this boost of monsoon moisture too. They of course get the monsoon season impacts in New Mexico, and they're going to see some of that moisture I mentioned coming in from Texas the next couple of days. So let's hope that either rain or at least higher humidity levels will help, because these fires are pretty out of control. We've actually got Colton Schoen, who is reporting on the fires this morning. So he's been bringing us updates throughout the morning about what's happening in New Mexico, but pretty terrible. Seeing who else is on here this morning, scanning through. Denise Monahan says it's a dry heat for now. Yeah, you're right. Next couple of days, it's going to get a little more humid around here. I think you'll be able to notice that. Perez Dominic says, good morning from El Paso. Good morning to you. Kelly says, bring us the rain. Oh, my neighbor Kim, good morning to you. Hope you're doing well. We stopped in your yard last night, Kim, while I was walking Roscoe, and we borrow your hose once in a while and get him a little drink of water because it's so hot for walks right now. So I hope you don't mind if you ever see us in your front yard. We steal a little bit of water from your hose for that dog walk. My other neighbor Travis is up. Hey, all my neighbors are here this morning. Good morning, everybody. Okay, let me skate to the bottom here. All right, we're going to head on back inside. We've got a couple more hours of Good Morning Arizona still to go. Again, we're going to be talking about this ramp up in the monsoon, the heat warning, lots of news this morning, including the wildfires. And the reason that you're not going to see me, Tess, and Scott on the air tomorrow is because we are heading to northern Arizona. We're going to be shooting some stories and going live on Friday morning from Cottonwood. Field Trip Fridays in Cottonwood this week. Cottonwood is one of my favorite spots in the state. I know that I say that about a lot of places. Sedona, Greer, Page, and Lake Powell. Those are some of my favorites. But you know what? I end up in Cottonwood a lot. I love the community of Cottonwood. I love the weather up there, the terrain, the proximity to the valley, and there's so much that's new up there too. So we have been doing some fun stories. Tess and I shot one last week. We're going to go up there tomorrow ahead of Friday's show and shoot a couple of more stories so we can kind of show you all around town while we are live on Friday morning. So be sure to tune in Friday morning for Good Morning Arizona. Tess and Scott start live on the air at 8. That show starts on Friday, but I'll be starting at 6 with the live weather reports live from Cottonwood. I think we're going to do some fishing too. I'm really, really excited about that. It's been a while since we've thrown our line out there, so let's hope we can reel in some big fish live on the show. Wouldn't that be fun? All right, everybody, have a great day. Stay cool out there.